All right, we're back with another Money Origami original. Today I've got this really cool serving tray, tip tray, small parts holder. I've got the quarter in there so you can see about how big it is. You can make it from a half sheet of origami paper, or you can make it from a whole sheet and just fold it in half first, and that'll make it come out sturdier. Now, if you have 6-inch origami and you use, it'll come out about like this. And if you use the whole sheet, then the bottom will have the color too. So then you would start off with it like this. Or, of course, use the good old greenback. And this is a really nice fold. Stays together well. And I'm going to call it easy because the way I define easy isn't by the number of folds. It's very less likely to make a mistake. And so it's easy to follow the folds. And so easy origami tip tray or serving platter. That's pretty cool. And so you want to fold that one? Let's go. Oops. Anastasia says that. Her channel's En Procuda. And yeah, she always says, let's go, which is cute. All right, hang on. We'll get started. So it's like a serving tray with handles. You can fold it out of just about any shaped rectangle. The bigger you go, the less stable it'll be. And if you're using, some thin origami paper, I think we should just keep it folded in half so that it's a little bit stronger. Or you can use a dollar, and it's pretty sturdy. I really like this a lot because the way the handles are made with the sides here doesn't come apart. Also, now don't judge it by this one because I took it apart and refolded it tons of times to try and figure out exactly how to show the folds. And that's why I'm going to say it's easy. So, if you're going to use origami paper, just fold it in half first. And then just follow the folds the same. They'll work out just fine. So, the side you want on the inside of the box, we're going to start by making a mountain fold on that side. So now you don't have to fold it all the way across. If you don't want a crease in the middle, that's fine. You can just fold the ends and you get enough to make a square is how far you can go with that first crease. But now to make it super easy, it just looks a little bit nicer if you don't have a crease in the middle. So you would just crease like that. But just to make it super easy, and go ahead and fold it in half. So that's your option. I was going to actually make it where I didn't crease it, but oh well, don't matter. Don't matter at all, really. Now I'm bearing down on it. But anyway, you just want a nice crease at the ends. And then you fold the points. Now you can do it like this if you prefer that method. Just make them go right to the center line and nice and even right here before you crease them down. So I'm just going to do it like this and just pinch a little bit, turn over, make sure they're both the same before I crease it. So there's the points. And it's forgiving if it doesn't line up exactly. All right, those are good. Crease those up. And you can click on the gear icon on the video player and speed it up if you want. 1.5. You should still be able to understand the words. Speed 2. Or even faster if you're a whiz. This is a pretty cool model. And you can just follow the folds visually, no problem. So those are looking nice. And then we fold the raw edge up to the crease. So I guess that's a good reason to fold it in half first. But that point will line up with that point. It is easier if you fold it in half first. And so this makes it where you can line up the edge real easy, the raw edge to the center crease. And then you do the same thing on the other side. Now I did fold several so that I could come up with the best technique, but every time I fold them, a lot of models you can find different little ways to show the folds. So there's one part I'm not sure which way I decided to show you because I might have discovered a little bit better. Hang on. Well, it probably doesn't matter that much. But either way, once you got it like this, you can reinforce some of these folds by creasing them down really nice. If you want. Now, if you want a more rounded look, you don't have to make the creases real stiff, and then you can have it, look a little bit more rounded. So now let's see. Now you open it up on the center crease. And now this fold right here and this fold on the inside, we're going to reverse both of those, leaving this folded. Now, don't worry, it's not really difficult. So you just pull this out and you hold right here. And then that diagonal fold, so you just push it down in there and bring this back like that. And then before you squish it completely, just get it lined up real nice. And we're going to go ahead and show more of these. Let's turn it around. So we're doing the exact same thing. You lift this up, pull this corner out. We're reversing that fold and that little fold inside. So you just pull this out, lay the side back down in there. Just go follow the crease. It goes right up to there. And then the horizontal crease lays right on this side. See, now this one, just lift it up a little bit and line it up right here. And there you go. And then just pinch in the middle on that diagonal. And right here, for that horizontal that we reversed. So now you can do the other two. Fold this back down. Bring the edge back over. And one more. So that was the hardest part of the whole thing, I believe. And hopefully for you it was easy, because that's how we want to do them here. Okay, now if you want, you can recrease these, get it nice and lined up how you want it. Okay. Now each one of these corners, we're folding up to these points. So that's pretty easy. You just bring the raw edge up to this edge. Just like that. Do all four of those. And then what you do is you just make sure that this one lines up with this one. So really, I don't want to pinch it too hard at first on the very first one. Doesn't quite make it to the corner either. It's this raw edge to the side. And then you just line them up like that, so that's straight across here. That's this part of the model right here. Yeah, and this part. That's the top of the handle right there. All right, the other two. And yeah, I don't have a video editor. I mean, maybe I should get one, then I can go fast forward on some of these things. But, checked out the free ones. I guess there's one I need to try a little bit more, but it's not that I don't want to spend any money on it. It's just I don't see why I should at this point. The dollars already cost quite a bit. All right, so you get it like that. Pretty nice looking. Now we're going to fold this raw edge up to the top. And the angle here lines up with that angle, really. See? So you just seam those together. And you just keep it nice and tight there. See, like that. And you just line up the edges. Now it's just a little bit off, so there might be a little gap there. But that's pretty cool looking. So I like this one. It's a fun fold. And I came up with it. I was playing around with these things I call ridge folds. They might be called that. And you can make a little bit of paper disappear and have a seam. And it's real sturdy, sticking up like a ridge. See? And I was fooling around with it more, and then one of the ends I ended up folding into this part. And I thought that was really cool. And actually it was pretty hard to figure out how to get it to do that again after it was folded, because it stays together so good. it almost feels like you're reversing, uh, in a pocket, which is pretty difficult. But there really isn't any fold like that if you fold it in the right order. And so now you should have both sides nice and lined up. Now I'm going to crease these down since they're the newest fold and that's part of the finish. So creasing those down really nice. And, so I hope people don't watch my videos just because they're long. I mean, when you can hit faster play. Okay, so now right where these 2 points are, where the creases meet the edge, we're going to fold it over this way. Now there's a lot of thicker paper right in there, see? So we're not folding any of that. We're folding right on the edge of those layers. See all those layers inside? The fold is right at the edge of that. So right there, see? Both sides, and then make sure it's in the middle. And I'm pushing the paper back that way so I get all the way to the edge of those layers. Alright, you can do that on both sides. And it just kind of naturally lets you crease it there. Alright, well, I'm going to crease those down really nice. Alright, so now we just fold the point up to the center crease. Actually, it's just a tiny bit short. There's all these layers in here, and we're not folding those. So see those layers right there? We're not folding those. So it's just short of the edge because of all the layers. We just get this nice and straight. Can do the other one too. And that one went right to the edge. So they're going to vary a little bit, but you don't fold any of the thick layers in there. Now the last thing I found out when I was actually folding the dollar one, see it's slightly different than this one. I got the point going right there, but it looks a little cooler tucked in. So you can either fold this point down and then it'll show up, or you can open this and fold the point into that crease you just made, which is a little bit more refined, and then just fold that back over. So I'm doing that. And now we fold this up there. So then you just fold this, all the layers, except for the base of the tray. We'll fold it in half right here. That's where, if you leave the point out, if your folds aren't coming out exactly, if you leave the point sticking out and then fold it, just make sure the point doesn't slide. So you would fold it like, let's just do one end each way. Well, so I like it a lot better with it inside. Just discovered that one earlier. And so it should look just like this now. And then this last step, it's just a tiny bit tricky, but you can do it. And let me hit pause and make sure I got the best way to tell you. So here's our model so far. And what we're going to do now is we're going to form the handles while it's laying flat. So the handle's not going to be flat anymore. So we've got this little fold right here, see? And that's just kind of like the guide. And you take this part and just push this over. And make a diagonal fold right there. And then as it comes to this crease right here, you just let it bend over, see? So we're just making a little angle fold right there. And then you're making a horizontal fold here. And you can just pinch that and pinch that. So now you just do all four of those. And see, on this one, you're not folding, you're just folding right inside that seam. See, there's the seam, and we're just bending that back there. And then when the edge is flush right here, that's where you pull this up, and you're just pinching it like that. And there's one more crease right in there. You can squish it like that. And this one too. Just to get the shape. Alright, and then we're almost done. We just got to do the other side, and then we're going to open the tray part up. So right on that seam. And the only reason we're doing it this way, because we don't want the crease going all the way through this part. Just makes it a little more flimsy. And so you just pinch your handles into place. Just like that. There's that beautiful seam. All right. So that's it. And thanks for watching. No. All right, one more step. Let me just pause for a sec. All right, so your model looks like this with the two handles sticking up. And you just open the handle a little bit as you lift up right here. And we're just reversing that fold right there. That fold right here. So you just form that reversed. And you can give it a little pinch over here like that. And you just do that on all four. So you just lift this out. And the edge is not going to come apart. And so there it is. That's our tip tray, serving tray, small parts tray. Now you just go around and fiddle with the folds until you got it just like how you want. So there it is. It's really solidly connected together. It doesn't come apart easy unless you pull way too hard and then you rip it. That's always cool when if you try to take them apart, it rips it instead of coming apart. That's a good lock in origami. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you liked that one. I like this one a lot. Spent a lot of time making the fold technique so everybody can fold it. And I hope you're successful with yours. Appreciate you. Take care. Have a great day. It's a beautiful day here in Texas. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.